Here in New York City, a sighting that had even jaded New Yorkers scratching their heads. A mysterious silver shiny object, or objects it seems, floating in the sky yesterday. You could see all the people stopped in the street there in their tracks looking at it. Some folks say they saw lights. Others were maybe waiting for little green men to arrive.
UFOs have long captivated the imagination. But what unfolded recently in New York takes things to a whole new level. Witnesses were left stunned as a glowing orb shot across the sky, hovering, pulsing, and then vanishing in a way that defies all logic. Moments later, something even stranger occurred, leaving residents and experts scrambling for answers. With UFO sightings in New York becoming more frequent, theories of alien contact are gaining traction. Is this a sign of first contact, or just another cover-up? Watch till the end to find out. UFO spotted in New York. In recent months, New York City has been buzzing with rumors of alien life after a series of unusual sightings have lit up the sky. Recently, there was a UFO sighting that occurred in New York in the night. Many people could see the small spaceship far in the night sky, and this brought up many questions until it suddenly disappeared. One of the most talked about incidents involved a glowing orb that darted across the sky, and it was witnessed by thousands of residents and captured on video. The mysterious object, visible over parts of Manhattan and the Hudson River, appeared just after dusk. This prompted more speculation about extraterrestrial visitors. The sighting wasn't one-off. Across the city and surrounding areas, New Yorkers have reported multiple encounters with strange lights, hovering objects, and fast-moving crafts that defy natural explanation. In Orange County, residents saw a pattern of synchronized lights gliding silently above treetops. Earlier, a live television broadcast unexpectedly captured a glowing sphere moving rapidly behind the city skyline, leading to conversations about alien surveillance. Official agencies are always quick to offer explanations, labeling some of the events as drones, commercial aircraft, or even rocket launches. Many NYC locals aren't convinced. For instance, the now infamous glowing orb that streaked across the night sky in September 2024 was later called a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. Skeptics argue that their explanation and what they really saw are different. There's also the problem of the increasing frequency of UFO sightings in New York. The government has maintained a guarded stance on UFO phenomena, often explaining sightings as misidentification or natural atmospheric events. Recent Pentagon disclosures have confirmed the existence of unidentified aerial phenomena, admitting that some objects remain unexplained. In a city as wired, alert, and skeptical as New York, explanations don't always satisfy. UFO sightings often lead to theories like secret military tech or visitors from other countries. So, do we trust the official narratives, or is there truly something else out there? Unnamed airline clashes with UFO. In a shocking turn of events, an unnamed airline had a narrow miss with a UFO near New York, which was revealed by a recent Pentagon report. A commercial plane ended up passing by an unexplained aerial phenomenon, which we might know as an unidentified flying object. The plane was flying over the Atlantic Ocean when it had a near miss with a cylindrical object. Once it happened, the airline crew informed the Federal Aviation Administration, although it is unclear where exactly the UFO was spotted and which airline was involved. To make things more surprising, this is the only incident recorded where a possible flight safety issue was encountered during the event. The agency that has been researching the incident is known as the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO, which has also been researching the Empire State case. This recent incident has been recorded in the Pentagon's report on UAP, which includes 757 global cases already. Many UPA reports are later explained, revealing that it was a balloon, drone, bird, or satellite. But this NYC incident with the airline and UFO remain unexplained. This incident is not isolated, as something similar happened in a separate incident. A U.S. Air Force pilot reported a close encounter with a dark gray, football-sized cylindrical object at 20,000 feet over California. The object passed just 10 feet beneath the aircraft's wing, displaying no visible propulsion and moving at extraordinary speeds. Even if there is no evidence linking these encounters to extraterrestrial activity, you can't blame anyone for suspecting this. The fact that pilots in the sky have spotted UFOs shows more proof that there might be something out there. And even more so, that they might have an interest in our planet. Alien rumors erupt in NYC. New Yorkers couldn't believe their eyes when they spotted a mysterious orb of light over the city. The orb was seen moving very quickly, and it has led to the widespread of rumors about aliens. The UFO was observed soaring across the East Coast, and many people recorded it, posting it on social media. It was moving horizontally across the sky, and it led to a lot of confusion among New Yorkers. One person commented on social media saying, "That's aliens, dog." Another person posted, "There are enough extraterrestrials in NYC, if you ask me." This was especially spotted by the fact that there are many other UFO sightings in NYC. Later on, it was revealed that that orb of light seen moving up to the sky was a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. New Yorkers were not aware of the launch, so when they saw the light moving up quickly, they immediately thought it was a spaceship or a UFO, causing them to spread rumors about the possibility of aliens. The rocket was launched from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida and is part of the Polaris Dawn mission. The mission includes NASA scientists and a civilian that would be the first non-astronaut to perform a spacewalk. One of the members of the crew is Jared Isaacman, a billionaire who is on his second space trip. The Polaris Dawn crew will spend 5 days in space. They aim to reach an altitude of 870 miles, which would surpass the record set during Project Gemini by NASA in 1966. The ship would spend 10 hours at this height, and then reduce its orbit to about 435 miles. A spacewalk is considered risky, but the crew is expected to use SpaceX's newest spacewalking suits since they are depressurized. Mysterious orb over NYC skyline. The most surprising way to spot a UFO is through the news. When Fox 5 aired a video of the lower Manhattan skyline, many viewers noticed a mysterious orb zooming across their screens. This led to a lot of questions about whether this is a UFO or not. The footage featured the orb moving swiftly over the Hudson River, and it was meant to be a normal congestion pricing report. But everyone ended up spotting the orb, which moved from the New Jersey side to lower Manhattan before disappearing out of frame at rapid speed. Fox had to investigate the footage afterwards, especially after viewers sent them the clip and asked about it. For the anchor of the Good Day show, he said it looked like a balloon or a similar object that is fairly small, rather than a tiny spacecraft piloted by aliens. It could also be a drone, he said, but it seemed too small. Fox decided to investigate the footage again, and so the anchor, director, and control room reviewed the footage again. But when watching it in the newsroom, the orb didn't show up. This brought up the question of whether it was a transmission issue or something on the receiving end of the TV. When the host of the Good Day show, Dan Bowens, was asked whether he believed in UFOs and aliens, since the orb was spotted on the footage, he said, "I think since the beginning of humanity, people have looked into the sky and wondered what's out there. Are we all alone? Every generation, literally for centuries, thinks they will be the ones to figure it out." He also added, "To some people, it might be terrifying if human beings are really the best the galaxy has to offer, and we are truly alone. I don't think we are going to be the ones to figure it out. But then again, if I'm wrong, and there are aliens now making their presence known, it doesn't really matter. In the footage, the object appears white in the distance, but then gradually turned below as it came closer to the camera, eventually disappearing. But there could be another explanation for this other than aliens. A helicopter photojournalist said that the orb was likely a lens flare caused by a blemish on the camera lens. It seems like people are overthinking it, or so they might want you to think. Do you think this is a real UFO, or just a trick of the light? Let's know your thoughts in the comments. UFO during Blue Angels Air Show. Imagine going for a concert, only to spot a UFO in the sky. During a Blue Angels Air Show over Jones Beach, New York, a UFO was spotted zipping past one of the Navy's FA-18 Super Hornet jets. The incident happened during a Memorial Day weekend and was captured on footage by some people. They showed the small spherical object briefly before it darted away at incredible speed. That's suspiciously a UFO. The UFO was found zipping past the Blue Angels jets, and many people took slow-motion videos, especially since it was only visible in the footage for a short period of time, about a millisecond. But if you check the slow-motion video, you can see the UFO gliding directly in front of the jet before darting from the camera's frame. The UFO was literally flying at an altitude of 36,500 to 41,000 feet, and it left no visible trail. This means that there is no smoke coming out of the UFO, causing questions about how it was powered. This could pretty much be a spaceship passing by New York. The sighting is adding to the growing list of unexplained aerial phenomena reported in New York, like the similar UFO that was spotted over LaGuardia Airport. It's still unclear what the UFO could be, especially given its incredible speed and the fact that the object left no trail. The National UFO Reporting Center has already recorded 156 sightings in New York in 2023 and 57 in 2027 so far, with some debunked as common objects. Ever since the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office was established in 2022, it has received over 1,200 UFOs, and only a few have been released to the public. During these sightings, the Pentagon's March case study on 8 decades of UFO reports found no evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence. However, these sightings have been becoming more frequent, fueling public interest and speculation. The debate is continuing, with many wondering whether this recent UFO sighting is true or not. Experts, enthusiasts, and skeptics are watching the skies over New York, waiting for the next UFO to come out. Seems like it's not only in a Marvel film where you see most extraterrestrial happenings occurring in New York. UFO over LaGuardia Airport. We've seen pilots spotting UFOs, but the situation is becoming more intense that passengers have spotted them too. In April 2024, a passenger at a commercial airline captured a video of a UFO over the LaGuardia Airport in New York City, leading to widespread intrigue and debate. The passenger, Michelle Reyes, described the object that she saw as a flying cylinder, which she saw through her plane window while the flight descended into LaGuardia. She then reported the sighting to the Federal Aviation Administration, but she didn't receive any answers. Fortunately, she took footage that could prove what she saw, adding credibility to her account. The footage shows a silver cylindrical object moving at high speed near the aircraft. Another passenger that was in the plane also saw the same cylindrical object, making her sighting even more true. When a UFO investigator, Ben Hansen, analyzed the video, he found that there was no evidence of tampering, noting its clarity as unusual for such sightings. The footage has also been reviewed by Thomas Wertman, the state director of the Mutual UFO Network in Ohio. he estimated that the object was at an altitude of approximately 2,500 feet, relatively close to the plane. He ruled out conventional explanations like drones, military aircraft, or helicopters, especially since the object has a unique shape and is too close to a commercial flight path. Only one explanation. UFO, the FAA, stated that there were no pilot reports of the incident, as only the passengers saw it, so they need to carry out further investigation. The lack of official acknowledgement has fueled public speculation and concern, especially given the potential safety implications of unidentified objects near busy airports. This incident is just one of the many unexplained aerial sightings reported in recent years, leading to discussions about airspace security and the need for transparent investigation. The Pentagon has been investigating the UFO sightings, but they have not come to a conclusion. Pentagon reveals hundreds of UFO sightings. With the higher number of UFO sightings in New York City, the government has no choice but to investigate. The Pentagon has disclosed a comprehensive report detailing 757 sightings of unidentified aerial phenomena between May 2023 and June 2024. The report was compiled by the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office and shows that there has been a major increase in documented extraterrestrial incidents on our planet, even in New York. It also reflects that the U.S. defense authorities are more interested in the growing phenomena. One of the incidents that have been worrying for the defense authorities is the one that involved a commercial airliner experiencing a near miss with a cylindrical object over the Atlantic Ocean near New York City. This might be the only recorded instance in the report where a possible flight safety issue was encountered during the event, leading to an investigation by the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. The report also shows that about 300 of the 757 sightings recorded by the Pentagon have been attributed to identifiable sources like balloons, drones, birds, and satellites. But most of the cases remain unexplained because of insufficient data, showing that it's quite hard to decide whether the flying saucer is from space or has another explanation. Importantly, the Pentagon's findings do not suggest any evidence of extraterrestrial origin for these UAPs. The emphasis remains on understanding these occurrences from a national security and air safety perspective, rather than attributing them to alien activity. But one worrying aspect is the fact that there has been an increase in the reported sightings of UFOs in the U.S., especially in New York, that saw a couple of them in 2020 and a few more in 2025. Because of these many sightings, the government can no longer do secret investigations, and they focus on open investigations instead. The establishment of the ARO and the fact that the Pentagon has released the report shows that they are committed to studying these phenomena in order to protect the U.S. from any threats to national security. As the investigations into UFOs continue, the main focus is to collect more comprehensive data, which can be used to better explain these weird events. The Pentagon is trying to demystify UFOs so that people no longer feel like they are from outer space, but this is quite difficult when they can't find explanations for most of the UFOs they have recorded. Historical UFO sightings in New York. Even before now, New York has been a focal point for UFO sightings, and there have been two notable incidents. There's the Hudson Valley sightings that occurred throughout the 1980s, and John Lennon's personal encounter in 1974. Between 1983 and 1986, the Hudson Valley region experienced a surge in UFO reports. Thousands of residents, including police officers and professionals, described seeing large, silent, V-shaped formations of lights hovering or slowly moving across the sky. These sightings were so prevalent that on March 24, 1983, over 300 reports were filed in a single night, describing a craft dubbed the Westchester Boomerang. Investigations later revealed that a group of local pilots flying Cessna aircraft in tight formations were responsible for many of these sightings. They equipped their planes with bright lights that could change colors, creating the illusion of a single large craft. The pilots, amused by the public's reaction, continued these flights, sometimes turning off their lights simultaneously to enhance the mysterious effect. Despite this explanation, not all witnesses were convinced. Some reported seeing a solid metallic structure that appeared as a single object, moving silently and exhibiting behaviors inconsistent with known aircraft. These accounts have kept the Hudson Valley sightings a topic of intrigue and debate among UFO enthusiasts. On August 23, 1974, musician John Lennon reported witnessing a UFO from his Manhattan apartment. He described the object as a round black or gray craft, with blinking white lights around its rim and a red light on top. Lennon claimed it hovered silently near his window, so close he felt he could have thrown a brick at it. Lennon documented this experience in the liner notes of his album Walls and Bridges, stating, "On the 23rd of August, 1974 at 9 o'clock, I saw a UFO." He also referenced the sighting in his song Nobody Told Me, with the lyric, "There's UFOs over New York and I ain't too surprised." His then-assistant, May Pang, corroborated the sighting, and the couple reported it to local authorities and newspapers. They were informed that similar reports had been received that evening, adding credibility to their account. These incidents underscore New York's unique place in UFO lore. Whether attributed to human activity or unexplained phenomena, they continue to captivate the public imagination and fuel discussions about the unknown. Do you think these are really from space, or can be explained in another way? Let's know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more content.